Hi guys, my name is Maki and you are watching Female and More.
Hello Amazons, you're welcome to Female and More Show, the #1 female-centric show on the continent of Africa. If you're joining us for the first time, good to have you on the show with us today, and I believe you'll keep coming back. We have lots of video on our YouTube TV that you can watch right after this one. Female and More Show is an offshoot of the Female and More community, a community of African females who will boost our self-esteem, discover our potentials in order to be our best selves. And Female and More is brought to you by Youngsters Foundation with support from Ford Foundation. I'm Divine Dominion, and today, as always, I'll bring you lots of fun and entertainment on the show. Sit back and enjoy this. Welcome back. So today in the studio, I'm here with my favorite people. Yeah, I'm going to be sharing space with two of them today. See the way they are just smiling into the camera.
I think the camera is made for me. You can agree. Or not.
Okay, don't worry. So I think our viewers would like to meet you, but I think I won't skip the information away because the way both of you are just shining and smiling into the camera.
You're
not stingy with information.
I like them to meet me.
Yeah, let me just get into it so I can be the only one they already know.
Please meet me. I'm sure they want to meet you. And I want to meet you too. Please.
Okay, Maki. All right. Tell us about yourself.
Hi.
Just your name. Sorry. Don't go far.
Hi. Hi everyone, my name is Chevaka Okafor, and like you already heard, you can call me Maki. It brings us closer.
Right?
It brings you close
I
to
don't
my
know why
heart.
you're trying to bond with this audience, but it's okay. It's fine.
Please bond with me, oh.
It's fine. Chime, do we still want to meet you?
Of course.
We
You just have to keep meeting me.
These people already
Over
know
and
you.
over
But for the
again.
persons who are just joining us, for you
Yeah.
who's just joining us today, so Chime, just tell them.
Yeah. Hi people. My name is, as always, Chime Amazu. Yeah.
So it's not Chimuche today.
It's actually Chimuche Amazu, but let me make it short
So everybody's
today.
trying to have short names. But
Yes,
I
let me
maintain
make
my
it short
love. I
today.
maintain
So
my
it's
love.
Chime Amazu, but just like Maki has hers, mine is Chime.
Copy, auntie.
You know, it's good to, be like
There's love in sharing.
I don't
So,
know both of you. So
you get to
you
share these
girls
things.
know already what is on board today. But
Yeah.
then I think on the community sometime ago we asked a question to spark the conversation around period stain. So the question was, if you just highlighted from a bus at the bus park and then somebody just taps you at the back and says, "Babe, I stained though. What are you going to do?" So I know you saw the responses on the community, but let me ask you here, tell the whole world, Chime, if you were the world, what would you do?
I didn't know that they had that part. You said you are staying though.
Yes, because somebody screams that in real life.
Yeah. So the Chime is still here now.
Okay.
Chime before, like Chime in the 1990s.
BC.
Yeah. 1990s. I'm not that young. In the 1990s,
Old woman.
yeah, we feel like the ground should open, then she will fall inside, and then the ground will cover. Or some Harry Potter magic one, she'll just do like this, abracadabra, and she'll just see herself teleported to her house, and then she's cleaning up.
Okay. Chime
But the
up to you.
Chime now,
Chime
we
up
appreciate you.
That's so.
We tell you thank you. And then the Chime now will pretend as if she did not know that anything is happening
Oh wow.
behind her back. That's if I don't have something to actually cover, to cover. But if I have something to cover, yeah, I'll just tie a sweater. Or if I'm carrying a school bag, I'll do at the hand so it can
Show
cover.
girl, the real girl. You
So,
try.
but then if there's nothing, I'll just pretend as if. But I have to cut short what I'm doing in the market anyway because I don't think I'm very comfortable here carrying it
now
around.
you're being sincere. So Maki,
Yeah.
tell us your part of what you are dramatic on the normal day.
Yeah, so
but-
we have to keep it up, man.
okay.
So, yeah, just like Chime said, younger me, hey, that ground does not open. I'll open it at all times and I'll cover myself. Yeah, because it's, over time, it's a taboo to be menstruating.
Sure.
It's a taboo
It
to
feels
be
like-
stained.
It's not even like
Do you know, I just
You know?
realized that in some countries, it's still even a taboo to talk about menstruation.
Yeah, so that's why I
Countries in
really
Africa,
want to, even outside Africa actually, but that's why I want to, because of how we see the whole thing. Getting stained is a no. You can't get stained. You have to be a god,
like it never happens.
so you can't afford
Like
to
the
get
God
stained.
never comes.
But this Maki right here, Now stain, I no keep it. I just got stained, and I didn't intentionally get stained because I'm wearing a pad, and the pad refused to stay one place, and the thing went to stain somebody.
No, sometimes you don't even know.
It just started.
Yeah, it just started in the market.
Pad.
So if it just started in the market,
I did not. Okay, let me say, if I was the one, I did not plan to show you people blood. It just happened.
but as you have seen it now, no problem.
And
Shall we move? If you tell me, oh, you are stained, oh, thank you so much, and like Chime said, if I have something to cover, and I usually don't have anything to cover myself, I'm always hot. I feel hot constantly, so I don't wear plenty clothes. It has to be something that air will be
entering your body.
So
I'm a jacket person, so
I usually will not be with anything to cover myself. So the question of getting covered doesn't even come up for me. Yeah. But if I'm in the market, I came to market to do something now. There's no money in this country. I cannot go back and come back again.
Because we are staying.
I'll just try to, sharply do what I have to do and leave. Yeah. But would I leave if I were maybe going for a job interview or for an important meeting?
Yeah, that's the question.
Because I got stained and I'm running behind time. I mean, because I want to, make an impression. Such meetings, you need to get there in time, meet people, do the whole informality so that when it's time for real business, it's easy for you. Of course, you won't there can't be a business meeting without a restroom, a lavatory, toilet, where you can easily go and, touch up your makeup and all that. So my makeup is that thing that is behind me. So, of course, I'll have to go and clean up. I can't. The shame is there. I mean, we can't lie about it or pretend that we don't. And it's natural. It comes with menstruating, that fear, anxiety, and all of that. It comes with the whole thing. So I have to go and clean up. But it's better to have a water patch than a blood stain.
That even brings me to it. Not the way we are saying menstruation period on this.
With pride.
In this discussion now, that's not the way we hear it outside. There are different code names that ladies and people have given to.
You have no idea. I find one very interesting too for Igbo. You hear things like "Anami Bokoko." Literally,
what does that mean?
I'm killing fowl. How can you be killing fowl? What are you?
So if I'll come and say, I would have Divine and say, Divine,
you are killing a fowl.
It sounds hilarious.
Then, some person say they are ready.
Yeah, or anti-flow, my visitor is here. And so there's one in secondary school. I had no idea. And I was asking, I was screaming, what are you saying? What do you mean? Like, do you have bread? Women's bread. That's sanitary pad.
Oh my God.
I'm hearing this one for the first time, and I'm sure a lot of people will still be hearing that for the first time.
I've heard the bread before, but you see, the question is, why do we have to use all of these codes? It's because of the shame around being in your menstruation, right?
Yeah.
It's because of the shame around it. So some of these stigmas, apart from these codes that we use to describe this, or maybe the next person who is saying will not know what we are saying and all that. There are other stigmas too around menstruation. Some persons feel if
unclean.
somebody, the person is unclean, the discrimination, and then there's even there's this case where it's not just about the discrimination now, all right, or that you are unclean. What happens to the mental state of the person?
Yeah.
What happens to the mental state? So I think where I want us to touch now is these ladies, we ourselves, the shame that we feel about menstruation and period, we don't seem to own it. Okay, I feel that can change.
Yeah. We say we own shame, or we should own the period.
That's
you get
like so practically what I'm saying is where we have shame. All right, let's replace it with owning what we are going through. Okay. So, for example, when it comes to menstruating, it's because you're a woman. It's part of femininity.
Exactly. Like I will not say I want to own shame. I cannot own shame.
Nobody. I'm not saying.
But what I'm saying,
maybe shame is not the right word.
Yes. Exactly.
So we're vulnerable at that time. So we have to own vulnerability, and vulnerability is not weakness, like most of us want to say it. So what happens with women? When menstruating, there is a biological process happening inside your body that you do not have control over, and you can't do anything about.
Exactly.
It's just like saying, "Don't fart, make a no mess." How?
How is that possible?
So when a lady is menstruating, estrogen is down. And estrogen is what gives you the feel-good hormones.
Yeah.
You're always feeling on top of your game. And then progesterone is high. That brings anxiety, fear, depression.
Swing.
So if this thing that is inside my body that is causing all of the not so nice things is high, how can I bring it low?
Yeah.
Am I the one that took it up? You know, so it's biological. That's something we can't alter. It's just the same as a period. Menstruation is supposed to come at a certain time of the month. You can't change it.
True.
You can only move it, but it will definitely come.
Come.
And so the only thing one can do at that point is try to engage in things that make them happy, that uplift their moods. You know, and some of these period tracking applications will tell you, oh, this is the down, this up, things you can do to, you know, brighten your day and stuff. So you want to talk to people that you like speaking to, you want to watch comedy, you want to, you know, things that make you happy. But by and large, there's really not so much you can do about it. And of course, there's also the external factor, society, culture that
Now
just...
it's that society and culture that I'm asking, because I'm thinking, is there a way we are supposed, because we're talking self-esteem here on female and more, all right? If I don't feel good about what the society puts on me, and for example, when it comes to menstruation we've said is a biological function. It's not a taboo, all right? It's not a cause. Some persons call it a cause. The women cause. You know, that kind
That
of
means
thing.
we're all cursed.
Oh yeah, you know, even the birth process, because that's the only way pregnancy can actually happen here. So if society is projecting something on me now as a female, all right, and it's affecting, I'm beginning to feel that sense of shame around my period, for example, that I can't talk about it and I get them. How am I supposed to react?
I think we should first start by having that self-confidence in us when we have periods, especially in some of these communities where it is still a taboo to talk about menstruation. It's still a taboo for, in fact, women sometimes the community ostracizes them at that particular period, and funny enough, they are giving birth by a woman. And those women must menstruate. So before they can conceive, exactly. So it's us owning it all. It's now for us ladies to own our period as something. It's our thing. It must happen to us. It's part of femininity, so we can't do away with it. That's why we are celebrating International Menstrual Hygiene. It's part of the awareness. It's part of the wokeness in us. Like we want to just remove that scale in us that makes us feel that taken aback when we are in our period. And it's also good that we start catching them young, because these things that the society influences is from the child. It's from when we are growing up. Remember, I'm sure that if it was years back, we cannot be talking about period like this.
Who doesn't know?
Like we can't be talking about period like this. But
slowly.
things are changing, and it's
so basically we need what she's saying. I think basically we need more persons to like.
We need self-esteem and self-confidence, to carry out things.
Own this thing and not talk about it like it's one of the ills in the society. Menstruation is not an ill.
And it's not a sickness.
It's not a sickness. You're not sick. There's nothing wrong with you. You're just going
it comes with pain sometimes.
Yeah, so I think it's also good to be very realistic, because people watching will be like, these girls in Mars or in Jupiter. It's okay, right? It's okay. It comes with fear. I also don't want to go out and get stained.
Nobody does.
It's not like I'm sitting on this high horse and I feel I would never ever get stained. I've been stained at work, and I was wearing an off-white pants.
Oh my God.
And the stain was, and I was in my element. I was feeling myself that morning. Only to go to
That's your honest feel yourself.
But you know, funny enough, you're supposed to be feeling like a bit moody that time. But
you know, menstruation comes with some kind of, you know, your mood is down. But that very day,
sometimes you can also be on a high.
Yeah, that very day, I was on a very, very high key, like F sharp.
Like a madam, you know?
And I just left my seat. Somebody said, go and check. And you know, instincts, you're always working with this thing down there. It's always a check. And I said, give it time. It's not up to 8 hours now. Let me chill. And I was like, so when he kept pushing at me, go and check yourself. I went to the bathroom. Wow. Half of my pants, it all full. By pants, I mean my trousers. And it's off-white. How am I going to start? I wasn't going to have it.
So eventually when it happens, you would have to...
You have to put yourself together, because already it's only natural that you feel down or thrown aback. You feel sad by, you know, seeing that I am stained. Hey, and you're not at home, so you can't even say, let me just dash and change and clean up.
End of the day, it shouldn't affect yourself.
Yeah, but
it's not a problem.
It's at that point. So I'm trying to see how very realistic you can be about this. You will get affected. Nobody's saying you won't feel down, you won't feel sad. It will affect you, but the onus lies on you to immediately snap out of it.
Exactly. See,
So this is my attitude. I'm pretty everyone should take it.
Okay.
You say to yourself,
lecture.
I know key person. I'm just menstruating, and it's not a wrong thing.
Everybody can take it like that.
No, yeah, because once you tell yourself that this is not, I've not done anything wrong.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's the first step to it. To being happy inside, because it has to come from inside.
Yeah.
If you're okay with yourself, because it also comes with that feeling of this is wrong, and when we're feeling wrong about them, you know, we're very, very uncomfortable. So when you tell yourself, I've not done anything wrong, this is not a wrong thing, it starts from there.
I don't even think that some people see it as wrong, but what they see is what the feeling is always what people around me will say.
But you know, so why I'm
how
putting
they
as,
look
you know,
at me.
the feeling of doing something wrong is the only time people begin to look at you in a certain way that is unpleasant to you is when you're perceived as doing something wrong.
Yeah, it's true.
When you're doing something great, nobody's looking at you in a funny way.
Yeah.
They're looking at you in adoration.
But this one you can't.
But when it's they only give you that look when it's something wrong. So when you're telling yourself, I've not done something wrong, the way they're looking at you won't matter to you anymore. Because you've registered it in your subconscious that this is not a wrong thing.
Yeah.
So if I leave these ladies to continue this discussion is going to be for a 30 days and 30 nights praying and fasting program. You know, I cannot allow this to continue. So thank you, ladies, for coming on the show today to discuss this matter. Hey, girl, the idea is there's nothing wrong with you being stained by your period. It's a biological function. Do not allow anybody to talk down on you. If it happens, when it happens, though we don't want it to happen, all right? But if it happens, pick yourself up, clean up if you can, or disappear as soon as possible if you can. But please do not allow it to affect your self-esteem. And that is all we have for you today on the show. Until I come your way again. These ladies will also say when they come your way again. There's no problem. So until we come your way again, do not forget that you are female and more.
My greatness, my mind can see